One and all, if you are out there, and a very warm welcome to shall we say, a slightly truncated and slightly different tNb gaming podcast. Thank you very much indeed for your company this evening. This is the Retro Bear speaking to you from the rundown state of the gaming pantry. Nice to see we got the night he came home in the comments already. Nice to see you there, wishing a happy birthday, which I'll get to in a second. Bit of a truncated episode tonight because it's a long story. I didn't want to be here this evening to do this. I had something else on today. And we were going to do a video response. All the lads were going to do a short video response that was doing around. We thought we'll do that. And then what happened was that sort of fell by the wayside, and gradually people couldn't make it, or various things happened. So we ended up not doing that. And as a result, we're doing this, which is, as I said, a very sort of truncated episode. Quick look at the comments. So the Nighty, I'll get that in a second. The Nighty came home is here. Said, "Oh, Game's Own Bird Room. I was speaking to you on Wednesday, I think, aren't I? Good to see you, James Broseb. Happy birthday, Russ. Thank you very much indeed. Good to see you here. And Big Game Al's here as well. Lovely, jubbly. Good to see Al here as always. So we sort of whipped ourselves down to very, very few. The reason I didn't want to do this tonight was because it is my birthday today. Yes, grand old age of. So that's why I wanted the night off. We were going to do something slightly different, but I didn't want to lose a slot. And we have our loyal viewers to entertain. So I thought, well, I will come on and do a bit tonight. We're going to maybe go an hour and a half, depending on how we get off. If we don't get off, I don't know how we're going to get on. So we'll see how we get on. We may throw it open to bring extra guests in. We may throw it in to ask questions from the audience. We'll see how we go on. There's only two of us, maybe three of us tonight. We'll see how we get on. Just also, Asterix Retro is here as well. Good evening, Rob. Hope Joe's with you as well. 37 Retro seems odd with the TV off. Well, I don't usually have the TV on for a live stream. It's usually switched off in the background. So that's good. Retro Chef is here. Hello, Lee. Happy birthday, Bear. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. Happy 50th. Thank you, Al. Thank you very much. It's not 50. It might look like 50. It's not. Thank you very much, Rob. 50 years old, aren't I? 37. Emily's caterpillar cakes all right. Yeah, I did actually have a caterpillar cake. My stepmom did buy me one of them. Wiggles the caterpillar. I've got no idea where that one comes from, but it had a slice of that this morning. Very nice indeed. Sean Horatio Van Basten's here. Happy birthday. Thank you very much indeed. UK Video Game Pirate, welcome. Nice to see you here, my friend. Newcomer to YouTube. Had many drinks for you watching the boxing this morning. Feeling hanging over now, I expect. Yes, I dare say. What time was that on? 2 o'clock? 2:30 in the morning? Well, I mean, that's an early start on that one. But So what I'm going to do for today, anyway, I'm just going to Si's here as well. Happy birthday to thank you very much, Si. Hope you're well. Yes, you have to have a caterpillar cake, James. Absolutely right. It's not the same with that one, is it? Really? Otherwise, it's not really a birthday. There's a candle on it. We got one on. That's all we could fit on there. We didn't have enough room to put the rest on. Lee, thank you very much indeed, mate. Nice to see you here as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shuffle a few bits and pieces I've had for my birthday. You know, it's as we may as well do, and then I'll bring my guest in now because he's sitting there very patiently waiting for me to drag him on board. So I might as well. Been sitting there me talking. It's Sean. Retro Games Revived.
Evening, mate.
How are you? All right.
Viewers. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks. And I've waited to open this. Especially for your birthday, mate.
You shouldn't have.
A toast to you, Retro Bear, and anybody else who's watching who's going to be.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Yes, I'm drinking. What are you drinking there, mate? That's some alcoholic, isn't it?
It's Jorvik Blonde, it's called. Just a nice pale lager, 4.6%. So it's not.
Well, I've got the Copperberg alcohol free. Alcohol free.
Yeah.
Right. So it actually tastes like fizzy Ribena. This is the mixed. That's what Mrs. Bear said. It tastes like fizzy. It's the mixed fruits version. It honestly it tastes like fizzy blackcurrant. It's brilliant. It really is.
Nice. I don't like Copperberg.
It's a pound a bottle down the old co-op at the moment. So it's not too bad. Pound a bottle, yeah. It is the Four Guys. Yes, we didn't do our usual stream on Friday.
No,
because
we didn't, did we?
we were a bit too busy, but
yeah, didn't quite work out, did it, between us all?
Sadly not. Anyway, how's your you've been since we last spoke to you anyway?
I'm all good, mate, yes. And I haven't done much gaming, I must admit. No? I've done a little bit of COD. We've got a new season out, season 6. So there's a little bit of a change in map. We've had this earthquake and there's this big ravine that's been created. But other than that, same old, same old.
Well, I've not been playing an awful lot since, really. I mean, we're playing Fall Guys, haven't we? We've been doing a fair bit of that.
Yeah.
I played Spider-Man as well on PlayStation 4, which was quite good. And I played that Crisis. I can't remember what it's called now, Crisis War, or whatever it was. That vertical scroll I was playing on PlayStation 4.
CRISIS?
No, CRISIS, I think it is.
I'll see.
I could be wrong. Well, does this mean another update, funny. Sean? I guess that's a COD one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
another COD.
Well, it's massive.
I'd start downloading it now, then, if that was the case. You might be finished by the time you get going. Sorry, you were going to say before I put that message up, sorry, you're going to say something.
Yeah, well, I was going to start playing Killzone. You know, I've got the PlayStation now. Well, on the PS2 section, there's Killzone. And I thought, brilliant. So it's in the download. It's just streaming only. And I started playing it, but the controls, they're just so weird. When it came out on the PS2, have you ever played it, Russ?
Killzone?
Yeah.
No.
First-person shooter.
I know of it because Mrs. Bear used to play it. She used to play Killzone 3 quite a lot.
Yeah.
I know that one. Know that one inside out.
Well, it had decent controls, you know. L2 shoulder button to aim down sight, R2 to fire. That's pretty much a standard nowadays. That's what COD is. But for some reason, playing it on the PlayStation now, it's R3 to aim down sight. So you know that the thumbstick, right?
Oh yeah. So
you push it down to aim down sight. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? It just complicates it so much. It's ridiculous.
Have you not played a game like that before?
With R3 as they aim down sight? No.
Well, we're pressing down on R3 anyway. I can't remember. I played a game where you have to press R3 down. I can't remember. Maybe it's Call of Duty or something like that. I don't know.
Well, Call of Duty, L3 is to run. Press that down to run, I think. But R3 don't serve any purpose, I don't think. But anyway, it spoilt it, so I came off it. But that's the only other thing I've been playing, really. But,
not really. I see what I had to go this afternoon, which is quite cool. I actually got it down here. I had a go at that, which is
Manager 10102.
But on the Xbox. Right. Not because obviously there's football management fever seems to be hitting YouTube at the moment, because obviously Al's got his Soccer Saturdays, or as we call it, how not to manage a football team. And if James at It's Much More, he actually streamed a couple of hours yesterday, Championship Manager 2 on the PC. Right. It was really interesting. So I thought I'll give that a go, because I've not played that for a long, long time. I think, they should be good. They should be good. No, it's terrible. No, I'd say it's terrible. I couldn't get to grips with using the controller again, because you can actually use the analog sticks. You haven't got to. You can only use a D-pad to move the mouse around. My mouse icons. You haven't got a mouse on it, or you can use the thumbsticks. So once you got your head around that, it's not bad. But I've completely forgotten how to play it. I was playing as Hull City for a bit.
Griffo's team.
Wasn't. I don't know why I picked Hull.
Well, it's in. He don't actually. I don't think he follows football. I think he's a rugby man.
He is. He's told me. So I've ever done any rugby league games to pick. Is it Hull Kingston Rovers? I think is his team. Hull KR.
I think he is. Hull KR. So.
Yeah. But having played that for about 3 hours this afternoon, Al's got nothing to worry about. So I'm going to put a bit more practice into that. I think if I remember correctly. When I had the Xbox, I think there was 02, 03 came out for it as well, and I was much better at that one. So I've got that up there, and just to see if I can have a go at that. What did I pick Hull for? I think it was because I I wanted to pick somebody reasonably low down that was a reasonably decent sized club who might have a bit of money to give me a head start. And that didn't make any difference either. So it didn't really make any. Just while we got Al on, by the way, he's mentioned he's had some real food today. If you've not been across to Al's channel this week, his £5, his pound a day food challenge finished on Friday, and hats off to you, my friend. That was really good week. Give you a round of applause for that. If you haven't been across and donated, go across to Al's channel, catch one of his videos, get the link in there, give him £1, give him a couple of quid, because he's been absolutely brilliant this week. He's managed to get through the entire week on £5 worth of food. I think it's a lesson for us all that it can be done, and let's go across and give Al a few quid for that, because he's done fantastically well with that. I think he's mentioned a few YouTubers are going to try and do it themselves possibly at some point, so that'll be good if you get to take some inspiration from that. But yeah, if you like, if you can survive on bran flakes and pasta and jacket potatoes and water and stuff, yeah, it's a great effort. Fantastic.
That'd be a massive challenge for me. I really do love my food.
Well, yeah, I'd be the size of me, mate. I tell you, it's. Oh dear. Right. Let's just show you a couple of things about my birthday. You might notice I'm wearing a Dizzy T-shirt tonight because this is Treasure Island Dizzy, and this is one of the gifts I had. Great, that you can see it there. Brilliant. So I can, when I'm when I'm meeting David Retro playing games played badly for the first time, I can just wear that T-shirt and show it off. Yeah, I love that. I love the game. Treasure Island is fantastic. I played it on the Amiga when it first came out on the Amiga, and I just love the music on it. It's brilliant, and I like the Commodore 64 version as well. And I also got Stunt Car Racer T-shirt. Sean,
look at that! That's fantastic. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know where Mrs. Bear finds these T-shirts from, but she keeps me in T-shirts. I'm now going to go through all my T-shirts and throw a few out. But yeah, I mean that's a nice quality T-shirt as well. Yeah. You're also wearing a very good quality T-shirt there, aren't you, Sean?
I am indeed, mate. Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just Retro Bear T-shirts. Yeah, available from one good stockist. I've still got some to send. If you have asked me for a T-shirt, or I've said send you one out, I have forgotten. So anybody, remind me, please send me a T-shirt. I will do that. Yes, it is. Treasure Island is great until you get 30 minutes in and lose the one and only life you get. It's a brutal game.
You only get one life?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Have you not played it for ages? Yeah.
I've not played any of the Dizzy games.
Have you not?
No.
Never. You call yourself an 8-bit computer owner as well? I know. It's shocking. That's ridiculous, honestly. I think that's Gez. Gez, good to see you. Thank you very much for the birthday greeting. Is that a bear or a hamster? Looks like a bear, doesn't it? Is it a bear?
Yeah, yes,
it's sort of a bear, isn't it? Yeah. That's what it feels like. And Mrs. Bear also got me a Mickey Mouse T-shirt as well, which I haven't taken out the bag yet, but there we go. You can see it there. So if anybody's seen my cartoon collection videos, that's not a plug for that, by the way. It's just a convenient link. But yeah, so Mickey Mouse T-shirt as well. So that's really nice. Yes, but there's some gaming related stuff in there.
Going back to Stunt Car Racer.
Yes.
Was it released on C64?
Yes.
Was it just a meter? Well, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah. You had a tape version, and I've got the cartridge. Right. Yeah, it came out as a compilation. It was Rick Dangerous. It's 3 games for you for Commodore 64. Rick Dangerous, Microprose Soccer, and Stunt Car Racer, all on the same cartridge.
Right. I've only ever played it on the Amiga.
It's one of the.
It's a brilliant game.
It's a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. See, he's UK video game pirate. I think I played Dizzy on the Spectrum first. It was. I always remember seeing Dizzy games in the top 10 best-selling games of anything. And with the Amstrad Commodore 64, Spectrum was always up there. Scott, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate you being here as well. Makes a change you being on the other side of the camera this time on a Sunday rather opposed to this side of it. But that's next week anyway. That's next week. But that Stunt Car Racer compilation is just such fantastic. I mean, I played it first on the Amiga as well.
Yeah.
But apart from the obvious step down in graphics, it's still an excellent game. Still an excellent game. What else have I got to show you then? We've had some chocolate. I love this. Yeah, chocolate in the shape of game pads. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant?
What gamepads are they then? We reckon?
Well,
PlayStation.
It's sort of PlayStation-y, isn't it? You just can't get it without the glare.
It's like an hybrid, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a hybrid of everything. But yeah, you got the thumbsticks on there more than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I thought it was quite good actually. I've had one of those before, which is very nice. But yeah, they're sort of decent sized chocolate as well, which is I think they feel solid. Cool, yeah. That's gonna be worth chomping through that anyway, isn't it? So
them as well.
As long as I don't get confused and pick it up and try and play Spider-Man with it, and it'll just sort of like become
melting in your hands.
Well, mate, it's bound to happen sooner or later. Someone's going to put something like that in it. This was interesting as well. Have a look. I've pulled that right close. Amstrad keyring. Yeah, it's just it's a standard keyring. It's got the Amstrad logo on it. I'll just show you that there. You can see it.
That's nice.
That's nice. Yeah. So that was, it said Amstrad Professional User Group.
Yeah. So
I don't know where that is, but yeah, nice little thing there. I could do new key rings as well, which is always quite nice to have that. So that's good. And I'll show you. I've got another key ring as well because my dad got me this one. It's my American football team, which is the 49ers. And it's got a bottle opener on the end of it, so it's got bottle opener.
Yeah.
Always handy to have that, which is really useful when you've got lots of alcohol-free stuff around. for the more hardened drinkers amongst you, this is probably an essential purchase. But yeah, that's nice to have. So that was. Lucky I've got a set of work keys which haven't got a key ring on them, so I can incorporate probably one of my old key rings onto that and keep one of these for those. So, and just because the cold weather's coming as well,
yeah,
he also bought me a 49er scarf, which is
yeah.
I've already got one, so I think I've now got two. I think they are slightly different. Or I can give Mrs. Bear one as a Christmas present this year, and we can wear matching scarves. Just don't tell her which one it is.
Yeah. Well, according to form, you might need that for Halloween. Apparently, we're in for a white Halloween.
A white Halloween?
Yeah, that's what I heard at work the other day. My manager.
That's worrying, isn't it?
We're in for a white Halloween. I bloody hope not.
That's really, really, really. There we go. Retro Bear. Regarding next episode, is it possible to replace the LCD LED monitor with a CRT one and play some games using Namco guns? I've got a G-Con 45 somewhere. The problem is, you are correct, that is an LCD. I think it's LCD anyway. But my CRT, I think, is currently down the store waiting to be rescued when I get the other side of the room sorted out. So I would like to do that at some point. I would like to get the CRT in there and try some of the light gun games because, well, it might lead on to something I've got to show you very shortly. So that is a possibility we could do something like that in the future. Gernaldinho sends his best wishes. I know he's been at work today. He's been taking care of some of the he's been taking care of some of the flights. They played the American football game at Tottenham today, which I completely forgot was on. But Rob's handling some of the flights back out again, so he sent me some photographs, which is quite nice. Is that for swap? Is what for swap? You got the wrong night again, mate. Honestly, it's been off YouTube for so long, isn't it? You've got no idea where he's going. It's coming or going. It could be his age. Is that for swap? Yeah, there you go. And so we actually had some hardcore. Well, I say hardcore. Some actual proper gaming related items I've had as well. For those people who remember months and months and months ago, the bottle opener. I've got another one I could swap you. Not that I'm not swapping that one. I've got another one I can give you. It's a promotional old drink V2 Martini. You just come in a silver bottle. I've got one. I can swap you that one if you want. We'll work something out. She started early tonight. You may remember months and months ago. Do you remember when we bought that weird that game, that pom pom game off eBay?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We got one each. I think Eddie told us where it was. I can't show you because it's down the bloody store. I can't show you what it is. Anyway, I bought one. Mrs. Bear bought one, and then I did a video with me playing it. I've moved that pom pom game onto somebody who still hasn't done the video yet. 6 months ago, I think it was now. You don't talk.
Well, I'm supposed to do one.
No, well, you could have done one. That'd be nice. No, he went to Martin, that UK gamer. I sent to Martin. He said, "Oh, yeah, I'll do a video."
Oh, yeah.
And Yeah, you're still waiting for him to do one. He'll do one. I know he's been busy.
Oh, right, they will.
But my game, when I got it, one of the two I got, the actual game itself didn't work. It was brand new out of the box, and the disc didn't work. Which is, what are the chances of that happening? So, Mrs. Bear's replaced that for me with a copy of the game. So that's the game I'm talking about. So hopefully this one will now work and go with that. I can show you that inside. You know what a PlayStation 2 game looks like. But if you've not played it, you've got these little iToy, works with the iToy, little cheerleader things. I'm going to put your finger there, so I do apologise. And they sort of react with the iToy and sensors, and it's good fun game. If you've not got it, they were knocking them out cheap. Was it £6 we paid, Sean, on eBay, something like that?
Yeah.
It was.
I ain't even opened mine. Do you get the iToy with it? No.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
dear.
You should get the iToy with it. But again, I was a bit suspect at the time because some people got the black iToy and some people got the silver iToy.
Right.
Now I'm not sure which one meant. I got the silver iToy. I've already got an iToy anyway, but mine had a silver one in there, and then the other packet I sent on, I got a black one. So I'm not sure whether they were sort of coupled together and knocked out. I don't know.
I'll have to check mine then and see what I've got.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's good fun though. I mean, that video I thought it was really, really good. So that was worth doing. Steve, thank you very much, mate. Nice to have a message from you. And we'll catch stream tomorrow. I'm not sure how long going on for tonight. We'll just keep going until we've had enough, or people decide that they want to go and do something else. Two other items to show you. My dad come through again. He always buys me a Switch game. He's done it again, and he's bought me Asterix and Obelix XXL Remastered. Because obviously it's based about Roman times. Now, I'm a massive Asterix fan. I used to read all the books when I was a kid. It was one of my favourite things to read. But I've never played any of the XXL games. So I am looking forward to seeing that. And apparently you can have two modes. I know because I watched a YouTube video of it. There's like the updated version for this, and there's also the retro mode. Right. So it's a remake of an old game. I think maybe PlayStation 3, I'm thinking. Possibly that era, I don't know. So if anybody else knows anything about it, let me know. But I'm really excited to play that, and I will give that a go at another time. But so Asterix and Obelix XXL Remastered. You heard of that series, Sean, at all?
I haven't, mate. No.
You have?
Does it? When you say it switches between retro, do you mean it's like similar to Alex Kidd?
Yeah. Or the Wonder Boy remaster on the Switch, where you could press the button, and on that one, I know because I've seen it on YouTube, you can flip back to 8-bit mode. This one, I think, just downgrades the graphics from the updated ones to sort of. And to be honest, I think the retro mode looks a lot better from what I've seen of it. Right. But yeah, I'd be interested to see that one. So not going to know a huge amount about it. And then finally, our mate Pete, our fellow tNb mate Pete, put a video up about his light gun collection.
Yeah.
Well, Mrs. Bear has very kindly found one of these Joytech sharpshooter with the recoil on it.
Oh, nice.
So that thing there goes back and forth, as you fly. She has bought it second-hand off eBay. It's going to be a restoration project, but hopefully that will end up being fully restored and work nicely. But there we are. So that the question from Retro Drum Music earlier about doing a light gun based video, if we can get that up and running, that would be a great thing to use it with, because that was really good, that sort of action on it. Without making too many gestures with my hands. I've already been pointing at various things and talking about various things, but yeah. So that was it. So that's all the stuff after my birthday, which was great. So thank you again to everybody who did that. Apart from Mrs. Bear, nobody else is watching. I got a message from my sister who lives in New Zealand, which is nice.
Yeah.
I don't usually hear from her at all. Yeah. So that was it. So that's been my day really. I've not done a fat lot. Played a bit of game, watched a bit of telly, had a nice tea this evening, cooked tea myself, cooked tea for us both. Didn't sit back and let Mrs. Bear do it. I cooked it myself. Yeah, so.
What did you have?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Spag bol. Nice.
I have a certain way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, I have, because my dear old mum, God bless her, she had a certain way of making it in the old Italian style of basically whacking everything into a large pot and cooking it for a couple of hours. Where I think in Italy, what they do is they put the meat in, the vegetables, etc., the tomatoes, stick it on a low heat, and then they go off to church or whatever, and then they come back 3 or 4 hours later, and that's all reduced down to nothing. So I try and do a similar thing, but a lot shorter. So I'll, put vegetable, mushrooms, onions, peppers, bit of bacon in there to get some flavour through it, meat, couple of tins of tomatoes, chuck in some herbs and flavourings, and then let all that reduce down, and then ladle it over some spaghetti, whack a bit of cheese on top. There you go. Nice. It's got a really nice depth of flavour, nice deep flavour to it. So yeah, that's very nice. But it's anything I can cook. Honestly, it's the only thing I think about. If I come around for a meal, that's what you're going to get. I'm afraid it's going to be very exciting. But, no, I think it seems to go. It's going to go pretty well. So yeah, so I've had that, and that's my day really. It's not been. People think that's not very exciting. I'm not, getting plastered and doing all that. But to be honest, that's all in the past now. That's all in the past. I don't enjoy doing things like that. I haven't done things like that for ages. Yeah. I don't spend my birthday, smashed out my face. So.
I'll say, really. I think on my birthday we tend to go for a meal somewhere. Usually, his favourite curry house. That's about as much as it gets from me. I don't get plastered anymore. Although I dare say, excuse me, that this upcoming road trip could be quite messy.
Now, are you going to... Go on, sorry.
Go on, mate, yeah.
I was going to say, are you going into details about this road trip, or is it still very much a top secret?
No. We can tell people, I think, anyway. I'll get into trouble off Al anyway if I'm not allowed to. But no, it's a southern tour of 13 gaming shops. And I think we're even going to try and push a couple of CEX and game shops in amongst that. But yeah, me and Paul's making his way down to Al's on the 2nd of November. And then we're all piling into Al's car. He's going to chauffeur us around southern England, all over. There's loads of places. 3 nights, 4 days. Like I said, going to gaming shops and bolstering his collections up. I'm really looking forward to it.
That sounds like an awesome trip. That really does.
It does, mate.
I'm sorry I can't make it.
Oh, I know it is a shame, but. I'm sure there'll be another time. I'm sure.
I hope so.
The first and last. So, but yeah, well, we're gonna settle down at a pub each night and have a few beers, bit of a laugh, and some food as well. I know one of the nights we're gonna take in a curry house and have a nice meal in there. But yeah, there's all sorts of stuff as well. I think there's even a bit of sightseeing going on. So
it's a proper trip then. It's a proper. It's not just three people going to gaming shop. There's actually some sightseeing in there.
Some sightseeing, aye.
Are there any sights to see down that way?
I don't know. I think Al's going to surprise us.
Enjoy paying £5 a pint when you come down south.
How much?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not cheap, mate. You're gonna have to, you're gonna take out a second mortgage to cover the cost of this. It's not that's. I looked at. I thought that's that's gonna be expensive.
It's £1.80 up here for a pint of Foster's.
That was cooking lager. That's why.
I know it is. No, it's a good. It's a good £4 for a Stella or something like that.
Yeah. Make sure you bring your wallets living down here for a few days. Yeah.
Nike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's considerably more expensive there. Now, I remember I went to a works do because I was working for a company in Essex. She's going back about 12 years or so now. And the boss had opened and put a tab behind the bar. And then after about a couple of 3 hours, 5 of the girls and me went up the bar and we got these shots lined up. And I think the boss's wife had seen this going on, so immediately the tab was shut, wasn't it? Before we had a chance to pay for it. And I said, no, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up. And I said, how much is that? And 38 quid. Jesus God. Okay, I'll stop being generous, you know. No wonder they shut the tab off. Goodness, hey. Good evening, Gordon. Nice to see you here tonight. Dear mate, yeah. So if you're just tuning in late, we are. This may be the two of us. There may be somebody else along. I don't know, but we're gonna have a bit of a chat, bit of a chinwag for a bit, and then we're gonna sort of close things down earlier than usual tonight. Probably shut down between 9 and 9:30. But if anybody wants to join us, there's the link there, which I'll put in the chat. Just want to pop on for a bit and just sit with me and Sean, and we're just talking rubbish tonight, really.
Just talk rubbish. That's it.
It's just something you can have in the background while you're not watching. Was it Downton Abbey? Is that still on? I don't know what's the Sunday night now. Is it called the Midwife? Must be something. Must be something worse than us on. There's got to be, isn't there? There's got to be. It's got to be. I've got a couple of pickups to show actually, which I just thought about.
Why?
Which I'll just. I'll get. Okay, yeah, you can order that as well. Yeah, it's really thrown together tonight, folks. But yeah, sometimes those are the best ones. So, Sean's got a big stack. That's good. Oh, shit, he's got more than I thought he could. It could be a very one-sided round of pickups here. How many has he got? Or is he just finding stuff? That looks like a big stack. Okay. This might just be Sean talking for a bit then. He probably hasn't heard any of that. That's a few. I've got 2. Yeah, no. You've got 20.
I've got more than that I've just picked up. But
how many have you got?
That 15 there.
All right. Okay.
They're the interesting ones.
15. Right. If I show one, then you can show 8, and then I'll show another one, and you can show 7. There we go. Take that, Ash, Sean. Yeah. There we go. Right. I'll start off then. I better leave the good one till later, hadn't I? Right. I only got 2 to show off, and they're both Master System games. So, what we got? I'm just going to show you. World Cup Italia 90. Yeah, really high quality title. This one. No hang tab on this one, but I've got the Sega sticker on the side of it, and again, it's all nice and complete. Nice looking, nice quality. Yeah. That one box is in good condition, so
manual
that wasn't too bad.
Condition as well, Russ.
Yeah, it does actually. I'm a bit more picky on that now. I mean, there's no dog earring on it, which is good. I mean, it's got a little bit of a crease on the one side, but I ain't too fussed about that. So there we go. Right. So what have you got then? Let's have a look. Yeah, we are doing live pickups. We are doing live pickups, completely unplanned. Like I said, this is thrown together. You're lucky we're here at all. Especially if we're the oldest. We're usually asleep at this time of night. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. We have to have an injection about half an hour before we come to wake us up. Combined age of 99 here. Possibly. Might be a little bit older than that. We'll keep that quiet. Go on then, what you got, mate?
Well, I saw Retro Red Steve recently playing Secret Command on Master System, and I had to pick that up. As you know, I'm only collecting loose carts for the Master System. But God, that done half bring back some memories. That.
Oh yeah.
Because me and my mate, we used to play 2-player on Secret Command. I really like that game. I'd go as far to say it's probably as good as Commando. So I've got some C64 stuff.
Ooh.
And I'm collecting alternative software at the moment, alternative software releases. So here we've got Nomad of Time. I have no idea what kind of game it is. I'm sorry about quality. It's just my laptop camera. It's not very cracking. But...
Do you know what sort of game that is? Nomad of Time. It rings a bell with me for some reason. I ain't quite sure.
It's not a text adventure, is it?
Oh, it looks like it might be a text adventure or something.
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
Probably the only people old enough to remember something like that. So
next, we've got Meganova, the weapon. Yeah, they were fantastic. What artwork back in the 8-bit days. Again, I know it quite possibly is.
Yeah, it looks like it's
looks it, doesn't it?
Shooter on it, yeah.
I picked this up because I thought I've never seen this before, and I wasn't even sure if it were actually a Silverbird official release. And to be honest, I'm still not overly sure. But I've got it because I'm going to put it with my Silverbird collection. This is the Magnum pack. Now it does say,
you told us about this one, yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, it is by Silverbird, I assume. But the interesting thing is Volume 1. So I'm hoping there's some more to collect, but I haven't seen any. This is the only one I've seen. We've got Turbo Boat, BMX Kids, Pogo Stick Olympics, and Skateboard Joust. I don't think there's one good game in there.
It wouldn't surprise me. They're ragging on our age here, mate. The nurse is going to come and put us both to bed at 9:30. And then Sean very kindly points out that the home doesn't turn the Wi-Fi off. Turns the Wi-Fi off at 10. Oh dear me! Oh no. Ross is here as well. Hi Ross, good to see you made it. Dainster, Text Adventures, I hate them. I wasn't being conned into being educated, improving my reading. I can't argue with that. Right, what else you got, mate? Any other colours? Yep. You're going to do about 7 or 8, aren't we? So,
yeah, back to alternative. Well, I'll go through 8-bit stuff, and then you can carry on yours. And Galactic Games, this is a re-release, and it's basically one of those button bashing, joystick waggling games, but set in space. Galactic Games.
That's it. I've not heard of that one.
Have you not?
No.
I can't remember who originally released it. Alternative did quite a few like kids-based games based on
Fireman Sam. Oh man, is that anything like the Postman Pat game?
It probably could be.
I'm going to say you've not. That they released 3 Postman Pat games, didn't they? I think.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice big chunky graphics there.
It looks it.
Graphics.
It looks it.
Popeye.
Ah, no, that's
me impression.
Can hear the sound of that barrel being scraped from here, can't you? We're lucky we got 21 people watching us, let alone that. I tell you something, that is a different game to the arcade, isn't it? That's not the arcade game. Anybody who's not familiar with the old Popeye arcade game, this is a completely different original adventure, isn't it? So
yeah, again, they look really big chunky graphics.
Thanks, Pete. That's nice of you to pop in, mate. I know it's been a bit again. Dane's also mentioned as well in the tNb podcast the 1-2 of the Cuckoo's Nest. Postman Pat is an amazing game, like kids' GTA back in the day, but you couldn't pistol whip Farmer Ted. Was Ted the farmer? I thought Ted was the handyman guy. I don't know. Yeah, wrong stream. Anyway.
What we got here? Football games, soccer championship.
That looks really terrible.
I imagine it will be, mate.
Well, it's nice. It's a top down, isn't it?
Quite sensey soccer, but it's just not going to micro soccer, I should say. But it's not going to be on anywhere near quality. That is. This was actually a good game.
The Rocky Horror
Picture Show. A good platformer, puzzly type game. You have to collect pieces, don't you? And then flick switches and all kinds of stuff like that.
Just tell me when you want to stop, and I'll throw my game in then if you want. So
anyway, I've got 2 left. 2 left, mate. This might be up your street. I have no idea how to play.
Oh, Gridiron 2. Oh, man.
Gridiron 2.
I got that on the Spectrum months
Aye.
ago. I can't remember. I think I got it off a bundle on eBay. And the problem is, having watched a bit of gameplay on it, it doesn't consider anything at all. What you?
No.
It's like, I think it's like American football management game. But
I was
from
just
what
going to
I've
say,
seen
is
of
it
it,
more management than actual?
from what I've seen, it doesn't pay a lot of attention to any sort of decisions you make.
Right.
Once I get everything sorted out, I do want to sit down and play it because I'm very intrigued. Because I think that was Gridiron 2. There was obviously a game before that as well. So
right. By alternative, is it re-released?
Yeah, it was alternative. Yeah.
Alternative. And then lastly, for the 8-bit stuff, we've got Foremost Fun. So they did a series of Foremost.
Oh, right.
Different
Okay.
subtitle. Here we've got Snodgits.
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 Snodgits, that's what it is.
Snodgits. Everyone's a Wally. Oh, that's an all right game.
Yeah.
Rick the Roadie and Slug. So
okay. So
platforming games.
Snodgits I've heard of. Everyone's a Wally I've heard of. Yeah, and I think Slug I've heard of. And all. I might be getting that confused with another one. But no, everyone's a Wally and Snodgits. I always remember from being around when I was younger. I think Snodgits was based around people with some rather large noses for some reason. I'm not sure why that was the case, but one of those. Yeah, Cooper's World reckons Ted Glenn was the handyman. Was it Ted Glenn? We're back to Postman Pat again. So if anybody knows what's going on, because it's a very surreal stream at the moment, then do let us know. And thank you, Gordon. Yes, happy birthday, Mr. Bear. Anybody tuning in late, it is my birthday today, which is why we're doing this live ramshackle of a broadcast. Remember the Everyone's a Wally tune on the Spectrum tape? Probably nobody. Very catchy. Well, that's one for us to check out, Sean, because I'm not familiar with that either.
This Everyone's a Wally theme tune. No, it don't spring to mind. And I'm normally quite good with 8-bit music, but no, not that one.
Any advance on Alf, the farmer in Postman Pat? If anybody knows, if anybody can get in contact with Postman Pat, just try and find out. Anybody, Mrs. Goggins at the post office, she may have gone home by now. It's gone past 8 o'clock, but if anybody can find out what that is, we might be going to. Right, so anybody who tuned in late, we're doing some live pickups here. I showed that off first of all. I've got to do that. There we go. So that's the one I've got. So in a bit more of a close-up detail there, you can just see that. So there we go. So nice, complete. And I got this one and my next game. I got these both for a tenner. Again, no hang tab on this one, sadly, but it's a really nice copy. And again, Sean, you're probably going to remember this one as well. This is Summer Games.
Summer Games, Epics, yeah.
Yeah, Epics, we can see down there in the corner. But no hang tab, sadly, missing off that one. It's always a shame you don't find it. But, again, there's a quality manual in that, Sean. You see that? It's a really good-looking manual. Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, it is.
That's a really good one. So, again...
It looks nice and clean and all.
It does, mate. Nice. It really does. It looks like an absolute belt of that. Like I said, I'm quite happy to forego the fact that the hang tab's missing off it if the manual and the cartridge and the box and the cover are in that good condition. So there's actually no imperfections around it or on the back, and there's the back of it as well. So for those of you Olympic game based, I know we're past the Olympics now, but it was based around the Summer Games. There's also Winter Games, which I don't think whether they get on the Master System. I don't know, but I did get World Games a few months ago, and again that was a nice copy, and that was from Vintage Games. So those two for a tenner, which I don't think is a particularly bad price to pay for them. Let's see who else is commented on that one. Ross, thank you very much indeed. Good to see you here. Everyone's a Wally had a song with a B-side with lyrics. Wow.
Right.
That's definitely one we have to look.
Yeah.
Steve watched Postman Pat this morning. The excuse was he said he has a 2-year-old. Be a man, Steve. Admit you sat down watching Postman Pat, eating your shreddies in your dressing gown, like the rest of us do. If we need to know about Fireman Sam, I'll message Retro Red Steve or Good News Place. I guess, Rob, you're on about those Master System games then. That World Cup Italy one, it's the first time I've seen that. I know it's ridiculously stupid to say so because it seems like a common game to find cartridge based all the time or without the manual, but very rarely to find as good as that one. Summer games, I see that a bit more often than usual. It's not the first time I've seen that one, but probably about the best sort of version I've seen for them. Mike Berry. Who's Mike Berry?
Don't know.
There we go. So there you go, 37 Retro. Sean, Horatio Van Basten is your man. And yes, they were cheap, Rob. 2 for a tenner. I think that was pretty good value.
Yeah, special condition of them. They're really good.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like I said, the hang tabs are missing off. But I think that takes me to about 80-ish about now, Master System games. I've still got to send you some. I've still got to send you some, haven't I?
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't know. What you got?
I'm sure I didn't offer you some a few months ago, and you said yes, I'll have them.
Are you sure you didn't send them?
No, because I've still got them.
All right.
I know I'm getting old, but I know when I sent something I haven't. And you think you've had them, but you haven't. I'll have to run that list past you. You probably in the meantime bought them anyway because we've forgotten about them. There we go. But yeah, I'm always on the lookout for decent Master System games. I'm very lucky to be on a good run this year. Had it not been for lockdown last year, I probably would have really hammered the Master System collection and really gone for it. But because of the COVID and everything shutting down and what have you, everything went up in price. It was quite a cheap system to collect for about 18 months ago. Very few people were. It's great to see so many people doing it. Everybody at the moment is loving picking up the Master Systems. Loads of Master System love out there. Some people have been at it for a long time. Some people have only just started picking them up. It's a great system to collect for, and you know a lot of it is you can get it relatively cheaply. I know you're going for cartridge only, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So the insane psychopaths like myself are going for more boxes. But the reason I'm doing it is because if you think about it, it's probably the early systems the best box one to go for because it's not Nintendo, so you're not going to be paying a premium for cardboard. Sorry, Steve, but that's the case. And then also with the Mega Drive stuff is quite expensive as well. Very, very rare you will find. Most of the sports games will be cheaper than the Mega Drive. The common title will be cheaper. There's very, very few you come across cheaply, and it's because of quite expensive ones. Not to say there aren't some expensive ones in the Master System, but for me, there's only a couple hundred games for it. I think it's much more achievable. So
yeah.
And
what's the big hitters then, Russ? Do we know what the big hitters are?
Well, Golden Axe Warrior is one of them. I know that.
Golden Axe Warrior.
There's a Speedy Gonzales game called Cheese Catastrophe, which is utterly awful. But I think it's about £75 going rate, something like that. There are a few. I haven't got a list to hand. There are a few which are quite difficult to get hold of. I will be honest with you. Done well recently. The cart stuff, sadly, no Master System. I'm trying hard to get a good condition Wonder Boy in Monsterland on the Master System. Hard to find one in good nick with the manual. Yeah, why do kids keep losing the manuals? I know it's something. I know it's something we carry through in life now, isn't it? When we get to our age, I don't need the manual. You're putting together a cabinet. I don't want those instructions. I'll do it myself. Give me that screwdriver. And then half an hour later, have you got them instructions, Andy? What are you throwing them away for? Who told you to throw them away? That's what you do, isn't it? That's what you do. So I guess it comes from that. I don't need instructions to play a game.
Yeah.
Gone. What's a Master System? Do you mean Master System? No, I mean Master System.
No, it's Master System.
Buggy Run, yes. Buggy Run, yeah. I know Retro M88 picked it up from Vintage Gamer when he came down in July, I think it was. I think he got his without the manual. I'm pretty sure of it.
What is that? Is that one of the big hitters?
That's one of the big hitters, yeah. I think you're probably looking around about 3 figures for that one, about £100, something like that. Yep, Sonic Spinball, I think is another one.
Sonic Spinball.
So, yeah. Believe it or not, the game that nobody likes. No one will confess to loving Sonic Spinball, right? It's on every flipping Sega compilation they chucked out. It's on the Sega Mega Drive Mini for some reason. No one likes it, and let alone it's one of the most expensive games to buy in the Master System.
Cracking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, crikey. Yeah, I fully agree. It's an absolute shocker, that one. But then again, these games are hard ones to get. Nobody buys them in the first place. That's the problem. Nobody wanted Sonic Spinball. That's when no sod bought it. It is. The one I always had trouble finding on the Mega Drive is the Buster's Treasure Hunt on. I'd never find a complete copy of that. I've seen about 6 copies in the last month, and every single one has either got the manual missing, the manual damaged, or the case is falling apart. Because I remember ages ago, you posted you had a loose copy of that, and Gurney snapped it up. When you start posting stuff in our WhatsApp chat at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's a chance it was only you, Rob, and Eddie were awake, and everybody else woke up. I thought, hang on a second, what happened here? But I've never found a good copy of that. It can't be difficult to pick down. Alf Thompson is the farmer residing in Thompson Ground. So, okay, maybe it is Farmer Alf then. I don't know. Retro Poke fan. Hello, nice to see you. Nice to see you, my friend. Mega Drive version, we're talking about Sonic Spinball. Version is all right. The Game Gear Master System version, yeah, no. I suppose really with Sonic Spinball, you get that from Sonic 2, the way he's bouncing around, or indeed just in general. And the idea of a pinball-based Sonic game would be quite good fun. But I don't think anybody. There are worse Sonic games. Well, there are. I agree with that. But Spinball's the interesting one because you just see it everywhere. Every time Sega brings something out, it's on there. It's apart from the Master System, you don't see it at all. It's just a deadly common game, as Al points out. I think I've got a boxed copy of it on the Mega Drive somewhere. If I go up there, everything's going to fall down on me. But I know my copy of Spinball is boxed on the Mega Drive. And didn't like Spinball.
Oh, behave, Dana. It's a great ride.
Well, you've been on that.
Fun. Yeah, I love it.
When was that then?
Oh, years ago. Was
it?
I used to be into roller coasters and that, adrenaline junkie and all that business. But the funny thing is now, I'm scared to death of them now. I ain't going out. I'm a coward. Sonic Spinballs, it's not high or anything like that. It's just fast and spinny. He's a wimp.
It was on Alton Towers. I don't remember seeing that. Well, yeah. I don't.
Spinball Wizard, it was called.
Spinball Wizard.
Yeah,
Wizard. Long night at the office, wasn't it? Stick an S in front of the star. Hey, we've got a new concept here. But I've been to Alton Towers for years. I'm not a roller coaster person at all. In fact, the very first roller coaster I went on was Oblivion. You know that one where it's sort of like you go like that, and it hangs you at the top, and you go down. That was the very first one I ever went on. That was.
That's an awful roller. I don't like that one, I must admit.
And you know the day we went on it, it was probably about a couple of weeks after it had opened, and a couple of days after it opened, and we went the day after. It got stuck that bit at the top.
Did it?
Yeah, and they had to get a helicopter and drop towels onto people to keep them warm. They were up there for about 2 hours. Honestly, if I'd been up there, that was my first ever roller coaster, mate. There'd been brown stuff constantly plummeting to the bottom. Ugh, yeah. Anybody remember Sega World in London in the 90s? It was good at first when everything was on free play. Yeah, Gernaldinho remembers that, I think. Al, possibly. Have you got memories of that one, mate? Pretty sure. We never had anything like that up here.
No, we didn't.
No. Next time on the tNb podcast, we're talking about Parsley the Lion and other Watch with Mother's classics. You've obviously not watched my cartoon collection, because I do talk about Watch with Mother and Parsley on one of the episodes.
Mean to come on, Dana. Get your son on, Dana.
Yeah, I've told him to stick his thing. He don't do YouTube anymore now. You know, it's still that's called something else now. Yeah, this is the Sonic Spinball ride. I think you said it's called Spinball Wizard or something, just to get away without giving Sega any more money.
Yeah.
Went on similar on opening day. Oblivion opened 90. Was it 98, 99?
Oh, was it that long ago?
Well, I know. I took the day off work to do it because about 8 of us went across in 3 cars. And and it was really scary because my mate was leading the way, and there was this long stretch of road, and he wanted to go in front, overtake this car in front, sort of slow moving. I think it was it must have been, it was a goods vehicle. He wanted to get round it, so he pulled out, and there was somebody you could see right at the very top. So behind him, the girl driving, I think she was a car behind us, just pulled out to follow him through. So my mate's driving, he's sort of looking in his mirror going, shit. He said, no. He's like beating, he's trying to flash, go back. He pulls in front of the goods vehicle. This bloke coming down the hill is now coming head on towards our friend's car. He has to drive off the road to avoid them. And then he gets on the road, turns around, and he follows us all the way to Alton Towers. Honestly, if he hadn't pulled off on the road, they'd have hit that car smack on. We'd lost 3 of our friends that day.
Really?
That was scarier than any ride we went on that day. I tell you that.
Little fact for you here: Alton Towers, when they're building new roller coasters, they call them secret weapons. They actually codename them SW, secret weapon, and then number them. Secret weapon 1 Nemesis. Oblivion were either 2 or 3, forget which, but yeah, they usually like to keep the new coasters under wraps, and not and kind of tease it a little bit each.
Nemesis we were on about 5 or 6 times. We kept going round on it. It was superb, right? Coaster. Dana has watched all my videos. Good man. My mum got me the VHS of Watch Me Mother and Muffin the Mule. Yeah, God, that's going back.
Yeah.
And he also says, can't get this time, but we'll sort something out and I'll join live from the shop next time out if you like. Yeah, we'll have to sort something out, mate. I would love to have you on here. I know the guys would love to have you on as well. Yeah. You've been off YouTube too long. We need to get you back on doing things like this. It'd be nice for you to come on somebody else's stream rather than, as you've done for us over the last 18 months or so, host them. So, I'm sure we can sort something out, Dainster. Right, Sean, rest of these pickups then, mate. If you
just
stop guzzling.
Lubricate me throat.
Pardon? Oh dear.
I better rephrase that.
I'll get him next time, folks. I'll get him next time. Right.
Oh, dear,
we'll give you the big screen.
Right.
Give yourself a wipe down before you start, right?
Yeah. These are all PS5 games, and I've been on a little PS5 binge, if you like. PS5. This is a first for us. This is. Is it?
I don't think we've had any PS5 stuff on before. I think we've barely spoken about it on the podcast. This could be a first.
Could be a first. None of them are really expensive. I've kind of gone for the £15 to £25 range. A lot of these are sealed. Obviously, they're still brand new. First, we've got Balan Wonderworld.
Balan Wonderworld.
It's a Square Enix title.
Okay.
It's like
the happiness.
It's an adventure.
True happiness is an adventure.
So Eddie will know what it is. He knows what all games are. But and I got this, and I was quite kind of excited when I first saw it that it was a first-person shooter. But when I've looked at the game on YouTube, it's very slow.
Verdun. A very famous World War One battle. That one, yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, right.
It's been a long time. I used to know all this stuff off the top of my head. I could tell you all the important battles. I used to do history at school, you say. So it's
right.
Tricky one, that one. Yeah.
It's a shame. The graphics are nice enough, as you can expect. The game just plods. It looks really slow.
Dainster mentions, by the way, your Hanna-Barbera video, you didn't mention Johnny Quest. The reason I didn't mention Johnny Quest, for those who haven't seen the cartoon, I was just picking out stuff I already own. I wasn't trying to do a history of Hanna-Barbera, otherwise I'd have done about 45 videos on it. But I don't think the Johnny Quest stuff was actually released on DVD over here. I must admit, I wasn't a big fan of that, but I know people do like the older Johnny Quest stuff.
Johnny Quest?
Do you remember Johnny Quest? It was like two blokes, two professors, or a professor and a doctor, a young boy, he's a dog, and his a young Indian lad in there as well, and they used to have like fantasy type adventures involving monsters and aliens and mystery type things. Pretty Scooby Doo.
All right. No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, Martin is here. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
That's a bit of German. Horatio Van Basten says Baron is supposed to be awful.
Yeah, I can well believe
There you
it.
go. You may not want to open it now.
No. Yeah, it looks it.
The remake of Johnny Quest. No, I didn't watch that one either. Yeah, okay. I will watch the remake of Johnny Quest. Had some toys for Christmas. No, I don't remember that one at all. And Steve used to love Captain Caveman as a kid.
Captain Caveman was brilliant.
He was scary, wasn't he? He was scary. Captain Caveman. I don't know. I was more interested in the Teen Angels, to be honest with you. But anyway, must be bad. Sean. Oh, looks like Al's bought it as well. So one of those games.
Which one? Oh, Verdun.
Verdun or the other one. He mentioned his dog Johnny Quest. Oh yes, of course he had a dog. No, I must admit, I watched one episode of Johnny Quest ever, and I just couldn't get into it. I think I said in the video, I just prefer my cartoons cartoony. But there we go. Oh, he's moved on to another beer. What have we got there, Sean?
Moved on to Nightmare Porter, Hambleton Brewery. It's a bit more substantial, slightly anyway, 5%.
Is that a tribute to night staff at hotels?
Not sure on that.
Oh, dear.
Oh well.
Captain
Caveman.
Yeah, you are the bar for quality, Al. Yeah. I remember we kind of wake up early, watch Boomerang, and aside from the Hanna-Barbera stuff, and Mr. Danger Mouse as well for a short while. Yes, they did. They stopped showing all that Hanna-Barbera stuff years ago. Danger Mouse was a great cartoon. They had the odds, and you mentioned Thunderbirds. Yeah, I mean, when I first watched Thunderbirds was on the old ATV, which is we used to be set. Then became Central Television. Then that's the ITV channel around here. I think it used to become a Sunday lunchtime. I'm sure it was. And then BBC Two got it for a while, and then it ended up on Boomerang. So
right.
There we go. Porter, that's what I'd like to see.
What's a Porter then, Al? Because
we'll
strange taste to it.
Yeah, you'll be drinking loads of them down south, Sean, he says.
Porters, right?
Yeah.
I know Al said that his first night's going to be a stout night. Good grief. That's going to be a heavy night.
What is this fascination with stout at the moment? I just don't get it.
I don't like stout, but Al goes for all these weird things: chocolate and caramel stout, and chocolate and vanilla. That was it.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
Dark beer.
It's like a stout.
Right.
Ross, a porter is always bad compared to a stout.
Yes.
He started a debate here on its own here.
Yeah, I can. I'm starting to get the stouty taste now.
Space Ghost as well. Again, Space Ghost not something I ever got into. So very strange. Right, sorry, mate. About your pickups.
No, what is?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the TNB if it wasn't a tangent thrown in there, would there? Really?
Exactly, mate. So this was the first one that I actually picked up, and this is Wreckfest. Drive hard, die last.
Now I've had that recommended to me.
Have you?
On PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep my eye out for a copy of that, because I do like me racing games, but
yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Is this like a modern destruction derby? Do you think?
I think it is, from what I was told.
Yeah. All these games here.
There we go.
I think they're just PS4 games that's been released on PS5, but because there's no games here that really show off its potential. I wouldn't have thought. This next one is the Pathless. It's a giant squid game. It's like an archery kind of game. I've only seen videos on YouTube of most of these. Not sure what it's.
Never heard of that one at all.
She just runs around shooting stuff with a bow and arrow. Next, we've got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe Edition.
Are they still making Rainbow Six games?
Still making, yeah. Ubisoft.
Pathless is amazing, apparently, from the night he came home. Yeah.
All right.
And Wreckfest. Wreckfest apparently is like New Destruction Derby, so you were
right, yeah.
Quite, yeah.
I'd be interested to know what Pathless puts.
Yeah.
If you can go into a bit more detail with it, perhaps.
There you go. It's like an on rails puzzler.
Puzzler.
That sounds like your sort of thing, mate.
It does actually, yeah. I may have to give that a go because it's not sealed, so I'm not scared to open that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was Rainbow Six. I'm saving best one while last. This is not it, obviously. This is Ghost Runner.
Ghost 505 games, yeah.
It's a 505 game, yeah. To be fair, it does look pretty good, what I've seen of it. So there's a lot of running on walls and stuff, and jumping down on enemies and slicing them up. Second to last, Subnautica Below Zero. It's a Bandai Namco game.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Looks exciting from the back cover.
Yeah.
Brave the Cold.
Brave the Cold. And then, lastly, good old Alan Wake.
Oh,
Remastered.
they've remastered Alan Wake,
Yeah,
and the PS5 as well.
On PS5.
Because it was a Xbox exclusive before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll be interested to give that a go.
I wonder why Bill was playing that the other night. Oh, Betty Horde Clinic. I think he had a live stream last night. Oh, no, he's unsealing it.
Unsealing.
Don't tell Dylan.
Let's get it. Because I want to play this, actually. I do want to play this. So there we go.
Now, Steve says Subnautica's a good game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So what's inside a PS5 box for those of us who haven't got a PS5? Nothing. Well, that's a waste of time.
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, there's no instructions, but I'm assuming now all the instructions you'll need will be like a tutorial at the beginning of the game, perhaps. But because I never thought it was actually like a survival order. Betty Horde's Clinic mentioned that it's is it a psychological thriller or something like that, action thriller. Yeah,
it is. I mean, there's lots of comments about it.
Yeah.
The night he came home and said he's waiting until Halloween to play it. The reason on PlayStation 5 because nobody wants to be on Xbox, apparently. 37 Retro says needs to replay Alan Wake. It's a great game. It certainly is. UK Game Video Pirate. Consider buying it for Xbox again. It's a fabulous game. It really is worth getting. Rock and Roller is here. Good evening to you.
Good evening.
Usually go cinema Halloween night. That's because you can get 50% off for going in. Yes, buy 2 tickets, one to get in and one to get out. Boom. There we go. Oh dear me. But yeah, so there we go. Some live pickups. So
live pickups.
Yeah. Al's off to work, so we'll see him next time. Thank you for popping in, Al.
See you later, Al.
Lovely to see you, mate. And well done again on your charity work this week. Again, if you haven't heard, Al's been doing a £5 a day in aid of homeless charities, which he did last week and did fantastically well. Results on his channel, go across. Donate if you haven't done. Give him, £2, whatever you can afford, just to help him out and raise some money for an excellent charity. Always good to see that. Alan Wake is the most said phrase at Al's work. Oh dear me, that's quality.
That's good.
Oh my goodness me! You can't follow up. You can't say anything else apart from
Quality.
I know. Oh dear me. Anything else pressing or tickling your earbuds to get out, mate? While we've got a bit of time left, otherwise we may wrap it up.
I don't know really. I know I'm on to the painting stage of my arcade cabinet, which
oh yes,
it's going slowly at the minute because I just haven't had time. I've been working a lot, and even on my days off, I've been doing a little bit of painting for people. So, but yeah, but I've got 20 days off coming up at end of month. So
20 days.
20 days. Yeah.
Have you not any days off at all this year, or what? Christ, that's my entire year's holiday allowance just gone there.
That's just 8 days holiday. That it's because of my shift, you see. So I get
right, okay, yeah. Oh right, so you worked it out. Yeah.
Four
I was going to say, that's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Question from Steve: when's the next community news?
The next community news I'm going to release just after about mid-November. So I want to try and cover the road trip as well in there. So I get back from that on 5th of November. So by the time I'm ready to put it all together. So yeah.
Haven't you got work to go to? Go away. Just going back to that cabinet you're doing. So if anybody who's not aware of it, you are building your own arcade cabinet at the moment, aren't you? From scratch. Based, I say based. I presume it's the blueprint you got from David Retro Games Plays Badly.
Yeah, it is.
So it's going to fall apart basically.
No doubt.
Do you know how long it took him to do that? It took him forever to build that cabinet. I've been watching the videos. It took him about 15 months. It looks good, though. It looks good.
It does.
He's
done well with it.
He's here. He's not. We're not quite sure who he is, but he's here tonight. Yeah. As always in the background. In case anyone wondered, what's that photograph? You haven't seen this before, and you ain't sure that this is David Retro Games Plays Badly, and
his favourite pose.
It's his favourite pose. Yeah. Oh, it's good. He's always about. He's always about. Nice to see him. He would catch up his way. It's very sad because usually we don't do a visual podcast as such because a lot of people like to listen to it. So if you have been trying to listen to this and it's been very visual, we've completely forgotten about it. So yeah, I'm not going to recap. So I think I showed 3 T-shirts off, some chocolate controllers, a couple of games, a scarf, a key ring, and a PlayStation light gun. And Sean's shown off some games, and so have I. But the good thing is that there will be a visual accompaniment on YouTube, so you can actually go back and see what we've been showing off.
That's it.
Well, I think because obviously I didn't want to go on too long, because I've got American football to watch, so I think that might be a good idea to just sort of call that one a night. But that was quite fun, actually. We'll do that again. We should just give props to when the next Fall Guy outing with Al. For those who haven't been sort of watching, me, Sean, and Al have been playing Fall Guys probably the last 3 or 4 weeks on a Friday on Al's channel, but we didn't get around to do it this week because Al's working. Has gone working on nights, I think it is, and you were in late, weren't you? So I don't know. We'll try and get another one up this week at some point. I'm hoping we might be able to get a bit of time on Friday again, if we can do so. But we were trying to do one of those a week and just have a bit of a laugh with it. I know Dainster came and joined us on the last one that we did, so it'd be nice if we can get all 4 of us on there as well. We know,
definitely.
Chrissy came in. She came and played with us as well. I know Joe's played with us a couple of times as well. So
Yeah.
we're always open to people. Oh, and Kevin Wolfer played with us as well at one time, didn't he? So,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
and they still want to come back and play more, which is good because we're terrible.
Yeah.
Playing football. We're absolutely awful. We're rotten playing football. We're not good at all. But if you want to go and see all those videos on Al's channel, go and have a look and just see how bad we are. But it's not how good you are; it's the taking part that counts. That's our excuse anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like we've done tonight, really. And that's the main thing. Thank you very much indeed for coming on, Sean. It's been good. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to be here on my own for an hour or so, which has been quite interesting. But no, it's been good having on. We've had a bit of a laugh, and thank you to everybody in the comments as well who've been joining in. Nice to see 20 to 25 people again here tonight. So it's been a bit shorter than usual, but the good news is, fingers crossed. That was a Scouts thing, yeah. Fingers crossed. We should have regular podcasting in 2 weeks' time, which is the 24th of October, same time, and we have a guest lined up. We have a topic lined up, and also as well for the 7th of November, we have a guest and a topic lined up as well. It's just if we can get people involved, that's the main thing. So we will be back to normal in 2 weeks' time. In the meantime, thank you once again to everybody who's been here today and giving up your Sunday night to come and listen to two old farts pissing in the wind. It's been all right. I've quite enjoyed it. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to go. Guys, I really did think it would be absolutely terrible. Sean, thank you again, mate. Really good to see you.
Cheers, mate. My pleasure.
And thanks to everybody to chat again. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time. But this is the Retro Bear saying thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon.